I became a nurse to save lives. But on November 14th, 2019, I learned that some patients don't want to be saved. They want something else entirely. And that call light? It wasn't a cry for help. It was an invitation. Before we continue, subscribe and turn on notifications, because what happened in room 709 is more common than any hospital will ever admit. My name is Sarah Callahan. I'm 34 years old. I've been a registered nurse for 11 years. I work night shifts at St. Jerome Medical Center in Ashford, Pennsylvania, a mid-sized hospital built in 1967, standing at the edge of a forest that locals used to call the Hollows. The building is old. The hallways are long. And at night, when the fluorescent lights flicker and hum, the place feels less like a hospital and more like a tomb. I'm telling you this story because I can't keep it inside anymore. Because what I witnessed changed everything I thought I knew about life, death, and the thin space between them. And because if you ever find yourself working a night shift in a place like this, you need to know what to watch for. This is the story of room 709, and the patient who should never have been admitted. It started on a Thursday, November 14th, 2019. I clocked in at 11 p.m., just like always. The hospital was quiet. Too quiet. That's the first thing you notice on night shifts, the silence. It's not peaceful. It's heavy. Presses down on you. Every creak in the floor. Every distant beep of a monitor. Every footstep echoing down the hall. You feel it all. I was assigned to the 7th floor. Oncology and long-term care. Most of my patients that night were elderly. Post-surgery recoveries. Dementia cases. A few terminal diagnoses. Nothing unusual. Except for room 709. Room 709 was at the far end of the east wing. The last room before the stairwell. The door was always closed. The lights were always dim. And the call button, God, that call button, it lit up constantly. Every 15 minutes. Sometimes every 5. But here's the thing. Every time someone went in to check, the patient was fine. Sleeping. Calm. No complaints. No requests. Nothing. So after a while, we stopped responding as quickly. We'd check the chart. See, it was Mr. Eli Voss, 73 years old. Admitted 6 days earlier with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. DNR status. Palliative care only. No family listed. No emergency contacts. He was alone. And he was dying. But he wasn't afraid. That's what bothered me most. I met Mr. Voss on my second night. I entered room 709 around 1:30 a.m., responding to yet another call light. The room smelled like antiseptic and something else. Something faint and sweet, like burnt sugar. He was sitting up in bed. His eyes were open, sharp, alert. Not the glazed, medicated stare I was used to seeing in terminal patients. He looked at me the way you'd look at someone you'd been expecting. "You're new," he said. His voice was smooth. Too smooth for someone on that much morphine. "I've been here a week," I replied, checking his vitals. "But I haven't been assigned to your room until tonight." He smiled. The thin, knowing smile. "That's because they don't like coming in here." I paused. "Who doesn't?" "The other nurses. The aides. The doctors. They feel it, don't they?" I didn't answer, because he was right. There was something off about that room. A coldness. A weight. I'd felt it the moment I walked in. "What can I do for you, Mr. Voss?" I asked, keeping my tone professional. He tilted his head, studied me. Then he pointed to the call button clipped to his bed rail. I didn't press it. I blinked. "The light's on." Someone pressed it. Not me. I checked the cord. It was connected. The button was functional. I tested it. The light turned off, then back on. "Maybe it's faulty," I said. "I'll have maintenance look at it in the morning." He leaned forward slightly. His eyes locked onto mine. "It's not faulty, Sarah." I froze. "How do you know my name?" He gestured to my badge. But I wasn't wearing it. I clipped it to my scrub pocket, facing inward. He couldn't have seen it. "Lucky guess," he said softly. I left the room quickly. Too quickly. My hands were shaking. Over the next 3 nights, the call light in room 709 went off 37 times. I counted. Every shift, I responded. Every time, Mr. Voss was calm, polite. He never asked for anything, never complained. He just watched me, studied me, and every time I left, I felt like something was following me down the hall. The other nurses noticed too. Maria, a veteran nurse with 20 years of experience, pulled me aside on the fourth night. "Stop going in there," she said. "What?" "Room 709. Stop answering the call light. I can't just ignore a patient. That man isn't a patient, Sarah. He's something else." I stared at her. Maria wasn't the type to believe in ghosts or superstitions. She was practical, rational. "What are you talking about?" I asked. She hesitated. Then she pulled out her phone and showed me a photo. It was a hospital record. An old one. From 1983. The name at the top read, Eli Voss. Same name, same face, same room. "This can't be the same person," I said. "He'd be over 100 years old." Maria's face was pale. "He was admitted in 1983 with terminal cancer. He died in room 709 on November 14th. Exactly 36 years ago." My blood went cold. "That's impossible. Check the current chart," she said. "Look at his birth date." I did. It listed him as 73. But if the dates matched, he should have been born in 1946. The 1983 record showed the same birth date. He hadn't aged. He'd come back. That night, I went back to room 709. I had to know. I had to understand. Mr. Voss was awake, sitting in the same position, smiling. "You found out," he said. "Who are you?" I whispered. "I'm exactly who I appear to be. A dying man. Again. You died here 36 years ago." He nodded. "I did. And I'll die here again. Tomorrow night. November 14th. Just like before." "Why?" He looked toward the window. The forest outside was dark. Endless. "Because I made a deal," he said quietly. "A long time ago. In those woods. I was young. Desperate. Dying. And something offered me a choice. Live. But return every 36 years. Die again. In the same place. On the same day. That's insane. Is it?" He looked at me. "You've felt it, haven't you? The pull. The weight. This hospital sits on old ground, Sarah. The hollows aren't just trees. They're a threshold. A place where the line between life and death is thin. I'm not the only one who's made a deal here." I backed toward the door. "I want you to do something for me," he said. "No. Just listen. When I die tomorrow night, I need you to be here. I need you to witness it. Because if no one sees, I won't be able to leave. I'll be trapped. Again. I'm not doing this." "You will," he said softly. "Because you're curious. Because you need to know if I'm telling the truth. And because deep down, Sarah, you've always felt it too. The pull. The darkness. You were meant to be here." I left without another word. I called in sick. I couldn't do it. Couldn't go back. But at 10 p.m., I got a text from Maria. "He's asking for you. Says it has to be you. Please come." I don't know why I went. Maybe it was guilt. Maybe it was curiosity. Or maybe it was something else. Something I didn't want to admit. I arrived at 11:15. The 7th floor was dark. Only emergency lights were on. The call light in room 709 was glowing. I entered. Mr. Voss was lying flat. His breathing was shallow, labored. His skin was gray. "You came," he whispered. I sat down beside him. "Why me?" "Because you're next." My stomach dropped. "What?" He reached out. His hand was cold, skeletal. "The deal isn't just mine, Sarah. It's this place, this room. Every 36 years, someone new is chosen. Someone who feels the pull. Someone who answers the call. No, you've been answering it all week. Every time that light goes off, it's not me pressing it. It's the room, testing you, choosing you." I tried to stand, but I couldn't move. "You'll live a full life," he continued. "But when your time comes, you'll return. Just like me. And you'll wait. And you'll call. And someone else will answer." His breathing stopped. His eyes stayed open. and the call light turned off. I left St. Jerome Medical Center that night. I never went back. I moved to another state, changed my name, started over. But every November 14th I feel it. The pull, the weight, and I know that one day I'll return. I'll wake up in a hospital bed, in room 709, and I'll press that call light, and someone will answer, because that's how it works. That's how it's always worked. So if you're a nurse, and you work night shifts, and you see a call light that won't stop flashing, don't answer it, because once you do, the choice is no longer